Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Nine. Sim, thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. Majority of times when I look at how leftists and where they are coming from, the best I can say is that some people lack basic education when it comes to politics, because understanding politics is something everybody should do. Because tell me how all these people are out there still looking for a way to blame black people in 2025, that they messed up in 2024 by voting for third party because they were asked not to vote for Kamala Harris, right? Now, how are you looking for the people that you said you don't want to be in community with them, or you do not want to align with them? How do you want them to come and save your butts? Now, each time I see some leftists, if you look around, you definitely will find that there is something like, some of them are even mixed, right? Maybe Arab descent and all that. You all do not appreciate people that look like me. You all do not like black people. Let me just say it this way. And the best you all can do is to mask under leftist, right? To blame my people. Why are you blaming them? It is nothing but anti-blackness that runs deep in your body. You said your mother is an activist. You know what? Tell her to go and continue to amplify her voice. I think her voice will be enough. But for my people, they are done with you. Let's get into this video.
As we approach the unavoidable collapse of the U.S. empire, you'll see more and more people who look just like you saying that you don't actually want a revolution because you don't know what that entails. Let me just say, they are full of bullshit. People act as though the revolution is the incitement of violence, but in reality, the revolution is the response to violence. People will ask you the bad faith question of who will protect the most marginalized of groups during the revolution, but the reality is the most marginalized of groups are already being oppressed and subjugated by the white supremacist power structure. The revolution starts when people begin protecting the most marginalized of groups. The most unprotected class in this country, or children, are actively having white supremacists go into their fucking schools and kill them. Black and brown people are having an active genocide waged against them by the state, and that is across all institutions. The police, healthcare, education, environmentalism. These people are already fucking dying. No one would be calling for a revolution if these people were safe. Oh, but the state will shoot you and kill you if you partake in a revolution. The state will shoot you and kill you if you're laying in your fucking bed. They will shoot you and kill you if you're standing in your fucking kitchen holding a pot of water. The state will kill you regardless of the revolution. The police alone are killing thousands of people every fucking year, and there's not a revolution in sight. Landlords across the country are flippantly raising rents while politicians criminalize homelessness. The violence is already here, and you're not doing shit to stop it. Lord forbid someone says that they want to see the general public come together and fight against the oppression that's happening regardless. Now all of a sudden we got a bunch of white boys with blue hair talking about, hey, but you don't understand the violence of a revolution. You guys don't really want a revolution. Since when the fuck would I let a white man tell me if I want a revolution or not? At the end of the day, all these people are advocating for is complacency. A lot of you motherfuckers would rather die on your fucking knees than die on your feet fighting, and that says a lot. Y'all saying y'all not your ancestors, and it fucking shows. A lot of y'all ancestors took up arms against white supremacy and lived to tell the story. They would roll over in their fucking grave if they knew that their grandchildren were telling motherfuckers to just bend over and take it. Blood of the oppressed will spill regardless. Now let's make sure that that shit is not in vain. Let's make sure that these people are not dying for fucking nothing. If you think the killing is gonna stop without us stopping it, you're fucking mistaken. The reason these institutions feel comfortable fucking shitting on us is because we're not doing anything to stop it. And if you really want to open up, the revolution is already fucking happened. It's just not a left-leaning one. Fuck you think the insurrection was? Who do you think Donald Trump gutting all social safety nets is? The revolution that's currently happening is one based in a right-wing ideology. If you niggas don't want to stand up against it, then you're gonna get rolled the fuck over.
Well, hello there, Khalil. Yes, it's me again. It's so funny to me that people like you actively come on here demanding people start violent revolutions when you yourself only talk about violent revolutions instead of giving an actionable plan. You know why? Because it's easy for you in LA implants living nicely to talk a good morally superior way and talk down on other people instead of actually coming up with a plan of armed resistance and protection of an actual black community. Since y'all love talking about Malcolm X called y'all armchair revolutionaries. You love to tell people that they're not good enough and that you're more radical than they are, but you give no proof of your radical nature. See, me, I've openly talked about me forming my group that talks about actively forming a physical community with protection of it. You're an armchair revolutionary and a danger to the black community. You want people to die for the causes that you deem more important as you comfortably sit in LA. You responded to everything else, made fun of me for calling you a fuck nigga, which is what you are, except me asking you when you were going to start this violent revolution. Because violence, you said, was going to happen regardless, right? When I said that this isn't the way to do it, that it should be organized and for protection. That's what violence is for, unless it's a get back for taking one of ours. But even that is protection. You just talk about how people don't want to do anything when you're one of those people. That's why you anger people like me who actually are trying to do something. You keep talking about doing your grassroots organizations. So the same organizations that are doing what you said you don't like, which is nothing. The people that are actually willing to commit violence because they have, not, as you said, grew up boxing racist white kids in the hard streets of the capital state of murder in Nebraska, aren't going to listen to somebody like you. Look at you. Are you expecting to be a leader in a revolution? The best that you could be is a martyr. You say all of these causes are so important to you, and so much to the point that you call everybody else out. Aren't you willing to sacrifice your life? Why don't you gather your leftist buddies? Why don't you and Aaron Unk go first, since y'all are the quadroons, and then old gal with the braids who records like this all the time, and bless his heart, nephew CJ, can make sure that your legacy lives on. Make sure you go inside the history books and organize everybody else to avenge you for the cause. Why don't you go do a Rodney Hilton Jr.? He was about what he said he was about and handled his business about his son. That's more revolutionary than you'll ever be. Them niggas in the hood that shot up the Pe0ple members? Well, I can't find any evidence of that actually happening, but that could be you who did that. Why don't you come to where I'm from in Nashville? Drive about an hour south on Interstate 65 South. You'll end up in Pulaski, Tennessee, the birthplace of the KKK. Send a message. Or you can drive about 30, 40 minutes northwest of Nashville. Go to Clarksville, Tennessee, where part of my close family lives, and go handle the KKK that's been passing out recruitment flyers. Or maybe you'd like to go to a nicer area. Drive about 25 minutes from Nashville. Go to Franklin, Tennessee, where they put up KKK flags in front of black folk houses. Why don't you do that? Why don't you go to Louisiana, where they got black men out there picking cotton as prison work while white COs ride on horses watching them today, and help the people that make up an eighth of your DNA? Well, that's right, you don't care about black issues. So why don't you get out there when these Hispanic people are being kidnapped off the streets by ICE, and you stand in the way with your gang and you say, no, here you go, but no further. Put your Lord of the Rings on. Gandalf. Instead of a staff, you got your pistol. Save them. You said that you were from Nebraska, one of the murder capitals of the world. In fucking 2023, y'all had a little over 50 homicides for the total state of Nebraska. Be so fucking for real. In my city alone, in Nashville, there were 104 murders in 2023. In our sister city, Memphis, over 350. They're one of the murder capitals. You've never seen a body. And your mom was a civil rights activist? What's her name? Why don't you drop her name? Yeah, stick to what you know. Mutual aid and complaining online that other people won't do what you're too scared to do. You're not black. What kind of black civil activist mother names their child an Arabic name? The same Arabs who call us Abids, meaning slaves, because they participated in the Arab slave trade for over 1,300 years and they're going strong. Just be Arab. Stop saying you're black. You're not. Do you even feel comfortable saying nigga? I bet you only say it around your other octoroon people. And of course in front of white folk, just, I can say the N-word. I'm 1/8 black. But never to a full nigga, huh? Especially not over the phone. You sound white as can be. You probably said like Aaron as a slur to other black people. You niggas. You niggas. You can just hear the R trying to stop itself from rolling off your tongue. Until you actually go do some actionable revolutionary work, as Malcolm X said, you're an armchair revolutionary. You're worthless. You're worse than people who don't talk about doing anything, because at least they're admitting to themselves that they're not going to do it. You shame other people for not doing stuff you're not doing because it makes it look like you're just all morally superior. And I care about these issues, and violence is going to happen either way. That's what you said. Violence is already happening, so you'd rather just take it? Are you just taking it? No, because you probably don't experience it. Oh, that's right. You were boxing racist white kids in the murder capital in Nebraska. Because you did say kids. When's the last time you put no fae in a place? Laid paws on them? There's so many to choose from. You don't say anything about people attacking black people in your comment section or in their videos, but you were so quick to go after a black trans woman who's actually seen violence for fighting for black people, exposing them to potential violence from your deranged leftist followers and friends who won't do anything to the people that are the real problem. But black folk are easy targets. And I don't typically separate black people into groups. It's just black to me. That's the first issue and only issue that I'm focused on right now, because black is a disqualifier before LGBTQ, before disability, before everything. Black is the first disqualifier. So if everybody else gets their rights and not Negroes, then it means nothing. So it's usually my main focus. But I've only been seeing you go after black women. Those are the videos that pop up. I didn't go through your page. But either way, black people, there are old fays talking about offing us on this app, talking about how they want to get away from us. There were non-black people that are attacking black Americans, calling them pro-genocide while we are going through our own genocide, which you did admit to in one of your videos. Odd that my words are all of a sudden being used, calling what black Americans are going through a genocide. Hadn't heard anybody else say that before. And I know you've seen at least one of the videos I've tagged you in where I've said it. You don't expect Palestinians going through their genocide to stand up for black people or give black people so-called grace when they say so-called anti-Palestinian rhetoric. You expect black people to just roll over and take it when you admitted we're going through our own genocide, because you don't feel the effects of either. You're too busy at your commie meetings, huddle around and discussing and stroking each other's ego, talking about how better you are than other people because you actually care about these causes. You care about everybody. Nobody wants to start a revolution. Neither do you. Or you'd start one. Or do you realize nobody would follow you? Not even the Palestinians you cape for. Not even the non-black allies that you have. Not the leftist phase that you allow to attack black people. Nobody. You are what you say that you hate. I'm sure that if you voted third party, right? I thought y'all didn't like the political system. You still use it and commit no violence for revolution. Go be a martyr. 10 out of fucking 10. This nigga responds to me when I said that he ain't gonna pop nothing and like he ain't gonna do shit, start a revolution, do something. He said, I am from Nebraska. One of the murder capitals of the world, okay? And I was boxing racist white people as a child. Me. Nearly did. I'm in LA now, living in a $800,000 home. And I'm asking everybody to go out there and commit lots of violence. And that I'm not going to do. But anyway, my mom's an activist. Me. My mom, an activist. I was boxing racist white kids as a child in the hard streets of murder capital where I lived before moving to LA. And y'all are pocket watching me. That's what he said. You're pocket watching, you fan. Me, gnarly dude, clear. Me. I'm an activist. I green root grass things. I get out there. Me, gnarly dude. I get out there in my gnarliness in the grass or whatever. And then after a long day of doing that, I get on the internet and I tell people, look, you don't want the revolution. You're too scared to get your hands dirty. Me, what I'm doing is grassrooting it and then getting on here and telling you guys to get violent. Even though I wouldn't pop shit, because I could. I have a choice to go pop shit right now. Well, maybe I'm not popping shit for the same reason y'all aren't popping shit. Because I'm scared. Otherwise, I go pop shit. Well, I'm not. I'm just telling y'all, like, y'all are stupid for not doing it. Well, somebody's got to start the revolution, baby. Why not you? Why don't you, Claire, start the revolution that you're so desperately asking for? We will all follow suit. What do you think, Claire? I think you should try it.
This is all I got from this video. And let me tell you something. This boy, I don't know, he looks Arabic, mixed. I know he's mixed, right? But I don't care who is from who and who is from where. I don't care about that. Khalil is, if I think it's correct to say that he is anti-black, and I also know why, because he absolutely have Arab descent or something like that. I will leave it at that because I don't care about them at this point in time, except for the real people that are suffering. Because the real people that are suffering in Gaza are suffering. And these ones are actually making a joke out of it, because I've been saying it several times. If you all are so pressed that you want to be part of this movement and you want to really, help them out, experience, probably be part of the experience, pack up your bags and stop looking for somebody that will go and fight for you. You are talking about revolution. What happens to you starting one and then let other people follow you? You all have been screaming and calling or pointing accusing figures on black people. When you are black and you are not even hitting the road, so who is going to hit the road for you? You all be messing so up this time around and still expect. In fact, I don't understand Kali and the rest of them, because all these leftists are just the same. They never change. They come out from the same talking point and still blame themselves, not even my people, because how did you vote for a third party? A third party is a vote for the main person, for whoever that won the election. Because if you had asked yourself, like, if I vote for this third party, how is this going to help me, and what is going on with the people that you have so much passion for, right? You absolutely advise yourself, right? But you all went out there, messed yourself up, and you are looking for people that voted right to come and save you up. You all must really be joking. A huge joke. That is what you all are. And I am not even going to there are some things you argue, but at this point in time, I am not going to argue about it. You guys should go and deal with what you... Wait, where is Rashid Talib? Where is Justine? The last I checked, I can't remember seeing her anywhere. And this was the people that came out to tell you people, do not ever vote for her. Instead of voting for her, go and vote for Trump. And you all, it is actually the audacity of them coming out to ask for help, because if I would, it means you people are not, you are shameless. Because if it were me, I definitely would pick, if I see black people, if I hear black people, I will be on the run. Or better still, apologize to them and join them, because from the way things are going, you all can see that you guys are not the winning party. You are not. And then sometimes I look at Khalil, I do not even see him speak up on what is going on with black community or what is going on in black community, but he wants black people to leave what they are doing to go and save another person. First of all, when a house is burning, you have to secure yours before securing another person. So I'm none of my people. If your mother is an activist, let your mother use her voice and continue to amplify for people that you are amplifying for. The worst part is that it is the people in Gaza that I feel sorry for, because they are the ones going through it, and you all are here using your privilege, whatever privilege you all have, because majority of you are in United States, right? So it means at least you are better, because as it stands, There are some certain things you can enjoy in this your country that the people that are in Gaza are not enjoying. So you are privileged. So stop using, because I feel like people are using the people in Gaza to maybe propaganda, to make propaganda or do propaganda. This is how I feel. And that is what it is. But then, one thing I know for sure is that I know my people, if they still want to help people that are there directly, they will. But you see, all you people, activists and all that, dirty activists, because that is what you all are. Why I say you all are dirty activists is because you all are not truthful. If you are truthful, you definitely will sit down and advise yourself. And now, guess what? I actually saw some of the pro-Palestinians distance themselves from what is going on. Why? Because I found out that they are queer, and the whole thing is not actually favoring them anymore because they can see what this man is doing, and the best way to run out from this is to be on the side of their own people, because you cannot be black, cannot be a black person, and you are protecting other people, leaving your own community behind. I am going to draw the curtain here, and I will see you all in my next day. Bye for now.